Hi, I'm Carl Weisecker, Principal Broker at Klein May Realty. Thank you for joining me for another Q&A with Klein May. Our question today is right out of the headlines, and that is what's going on with mortgage rates. We talk about this every so often, and as you all know, mortgage rates have been high compared to maybe the 10 or 15 years before that. Right now, today, as of the day we're taping this, the average mortgage rate for a 30-year conventional loan in the United States is 7.18%, which for a lot of folks whose memory and experience with real estate is just the last decade or decade and a half, that sounds like a very, very high number. But in truth, the government's been keeping track of this since the early 1970s, so for a little more than 50 years, and the average rate over that entire time is 7.7%. So if you look at a chart, you can see that in the 1970s and 80s and even 90s up until 2000, typically rates were higher than that 7.7 average, sometimes significantly higher. And it's just been in the last 15, 20 years or so that rates have gone down pretty dramatically. So what's going to happen in the next year? The experts are saying that we've got a couple encouraging things on the horizon. Typically, mortgage rates track somewhat closely with inflation. Inflation has been falling for the past several months here in our country, and hopefully mortgage rates will follow that soon. Right now that hasn't happened because of some things going on in the bond market, but a lot of the experts are saying that rates should begin a slow decline within the next few months, and by the end of the year maybe be down into the middle or lower sixes, and by the end of next year, 2024, be down into the middle fives. That number, 5.5%, seems to be the number at which buyers and sellers will be ready to jump back into the market. A lot of sellers are hesitant to sell because they've got a very, very good rate right now, and they don't want to buy a new home with a rate that's, say, 7%. Our coffee today is a new one for us. It's called Cameron's, and this is called their Jamaican blend, which I was kind of excited about, but then I read the fine print, and it's only 5% Jamaican. Really tasty though, really smooth. When I hear Jamaican, I generally think of something very, very strong, and it's not that, but it's a nice, smooth, good morning cup of coffee. If you've got a favorite coffee you'd like to see me try here, or certainly if you have a real estate question, please send that by email to questions@kleinmay.com. And as always, we've got a link right below that you can click on and check out the newest listings in our market that have hit in the last 2 weeks. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.